Today we are going to discuss the concept behind the Lensmaker formula. We are going to basically derive it. Okay. Now this is the formula which is actually used in making the lenses. Remember, when they make lens, they don't use the concept of formation of object and image, and then they use a lens formula. Rather, they use this formula because this formula, the one which we are going to derive, is independent of object distance and independent of image distance. So basically, we are looking for a focal length which only depends on the radius of curvature. So for the people who make the lens, for them it's very easy because they have to just optimize the radius of curvature in order to get the desired focal length as per the prescription. Now, let us try to understand how we are going to derive this formula called Lensmaker formula. So, considering this fact that this is a lens and one ray will obviously travel through the principal axis. Now, if I consider that this is the surrounding medium mu m, so let us say the light strikes here, this will be the normal over here, and then it bends. Now, after bending towards the normal, just imagine if this curvature would not have been present, this curvature, this ray would have traveled along this line, correct? So, I am saying that for this curvature, this is the position of image. But there is a second curvature, so the ray, when it starts its journey from here, expected to move in this direction, again encounters this surface over here, and again makes further refraction and finally meets the principal axis over here, forming the final image. So we can say here two things, that for the first curvature, the image is this, and that image becomes the virtual object for the second refraction. Remember, there is a concept of virtual object. Virtual object means incident ray appears to meet somewhere. So if this is my incident ray, and let us say it appears to meet somewhere here. Okay. Now these two rays are diverging, so they are not going to meet actually never in space beyond in the backward direction. So if you extrapolate this ray, they will never meet. But it's an incident ray. So incident ray appears to meet at a particular point. That point is referred as virtual object. That is the concept of virtual object over here. Okay. So similarly, if this was the object for the first refraction, then that object, if this is the point of first image for the first refraction, then that image becomes the virtual object for the second refraction. Hope this much is clear. Now let's try to derive the formula for this. Okay, to derive the formula, you have to first use this concept of diffraction at a curved surface, and the formula is mu2 by v minus mu1 by u equals to mu2 minus mu1 by r. Okay, write this in a bracket because this is the formula which you are going to use. Now let us try to apply this for the first refraction. Okay, let me write over here. For first refraction, incident ray is in this medium mu m and refracted ray is in this medium mu l. That means my mu2 is mu l and mu1 is mu m. For the first refraction, this is my image, this point. So I am calling this as v1 and this I am calling as u, equals to mu2 minus mu1. Look at the formula, mu2 minus mu1. Mu2 is mu l, mu1 is mu m. So this will become mu l minus mu m divided by curvature, and let us say the curvature is r1. Now here you may ask, sir, why I am not writing this as minus sign? Now this is a very good thing. Now listen to this very, very carefully. Okay. The formula, the outcome, the final formula which we are going to derive, after obtaining that final formula, while solving the numericals or while using that formula to find the focal length using the curvature, we are going to use sign convention. Okay, so the end result way we are going to use sign convention. This formula which we have obtained, the derivation of this formula, you can see that video of reflection through a curved surface. While obtaining this formula, we have already used sign convention. So while deriving this formula, we have used sign convention. The outcome result, we are again going to use sign convention. So in between, we are not going to use sign convention. And this diagram is for your understanding. What we are going to do, we are going to derive a general formula. You may draw this diagram, you may not draw the diagram. It's up to you. You can do the entire equation without the diagram also. Okay. Now you may say that for this curvature it is positive, so for this what you call for this lens u should be negative. I agree, u is negative. Okay, but we are not going to use. We are going to derive the entire thing just using distance. Okay, and at the last expression when we will get, we will be applying the sign convention in the last formula when we are using it in some numericals. Okay, so already sign convention used. Sign convention will be used in the final expression also, so no need of sign convention over here. It will be like 3 times using the sign convention, so we are going to avoid it. So we will just take the modulus over here, or we will just keep everything in positive. So this is for first refraction. What about second refraction? For second refraction, this is my incident ray. And this is my refracted ray. Now refracted ray lies in mu m medium. So my mu2 becomes mu m and mu1 becomes mu l. Final position is V. Final position of the object is V. So I will write this as V. Now object distance. Remember this is U. This one is U. Position of object. Now for the second refraction, as I have told you, the image of the first refraction is the object for the second refraction. So I will write here as V1, and that is equal to mu m minus mu l divided by R2. Remember, we are not using sign convention. We are just writing it in the form of its magnitude. If I call this equation as equation 1, okay, I will just modify this. Mu m minus mu l by R2 can be also written as minus of mu l minus mu m. I'm just changing the order, divided by R2. So I have to use a minus sign. And let me call this as equation 2. Okay. Now add 1 and 2. Add 1 plus 2. So when you add 1 and 2, what will you get? You will get mu l. Sorry, I'll start with 2. Writing the 2 first. Mu m by v minus mu l by v1, this one, and then you add this plus mu l by v1 minus mu m by u equals to, now this mu l minus mu m by r1, mu l minus mu m by r2. So mu l minus mu m is common. So I can write here as mu l minus mu m. If I take this common, over here I have r1. So over here I have R1 and over here I have minus R2. So minus R2. What are the terms which will get cancelled out? The terms which will get cancelled out is this and this will get cancelled out. So we are left with the final expression, and the final expression will come over here as mu m by v minus mu m by u equals to mu l minus mu m 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So it's coming over here. From here it goes over here. And this will finally give you 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to, now you can take this mu m on that side. So this will look like as mu L by mu m minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. And what is this term? 1 by V minus 1 by U. If you remember the lens formula, 1 by V minus 1 by U is 1 by F. Okay. So allow me to write this over here, the final expression. So from here I can write that since 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to 1 by F, so I can write this as equation 3. Therefore equation 3 now becomes 1 by F equals to mu L by mu M minus 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Correct? And for second refraction, here somewhere you have to write, in this expression you have to write, since image of first refraction is the object for second refraction. Okay, and that completes my entire derivation. So I just tell how the flow. We have started from here and it goes over here. Then I went over there, and from there I am coming over here. Okay, so take a note of this. This derivation is very important. It comes for 3 marks, and if you do it in this manner, nowhere. Okay, one more thing. You can call this as I dash, you can call this as I, and you can call this as O. Okay, so with that, this is complete derivation. No deduction will be taken when you write this kind of derivation. Please take a note, and thank you for watching.